Dear friends, the flesh-eating bacteria is identified as the Streptococcal Toxic Shock Syndrome (STSS), which is caused by a group A Streptococcus bacteria. Initial signs include fever, chills, muscle pains, muscle aches, nausea, and vomiting. Within 24 to 48 hours, it can progress to low blood pressure, organ failure, rapid heart rate, fast breathing, limb pain and swelling, tissue death, and breathing problems. If you see the epidemiology, the disease has the 30% of the mortality rate and can become bone fertile within 48 hours of the infection. STSS is typically caused by infection with the bacteria Streptococcus pyogenes. The bacteria can spread through respiratory droplets, direct contact, and improperly handled food. The people over 50 years of the age are more prone to this disease. Open wounds also increase the risk of developing STSS. Flesh-eating bacteria can decrease the blood pressure through different mechanisms. The bacteria release toxins like streptolysin O and streptolysin S, which can damage the blood vessels, leading to the vasodilation, widening of the blood vessels, and subsequent drop in blood pressure. The infection triggers a rapid release of cytokines, which are pro-inflammatory molecules. The cytokine storm can cause vasodilation. The bacteria can damage the endothelium, the inner lining of the blood vessels, leading to a decreased production of vasopressors, blood pressure increasing agents, and increased production of vasodilators, blood pressure decreasing agents. The severe infection can lead to a septic shock, characterized by a dramatic drop in blood pressure. The infection can cause fluid to shift from a bloodstream to the tissues, leading to a decrease in blood volume and subsequent drop in blood pressure. These mechanisms can lead to a hypotension, low blood pressure, which can be life-threatening if left untreated. If you see the treatment, strong antibiotics are administered through the intravenous to kill the bacteria. Fluids are given to stabilize blood pressure and support organ function. In severe cases, surgery may be performed to remove the infected tissue.